How you doing, guys and girls? Welcome back. We're going to have a quick look at Moss Carbon Credit, MCO2 token, and I've just set up a different chart. I've still got the original one with all the glitz and glam rolling with the sports and resistance zones, so I'll come back to that at a future date. But I just wanted to show you, just from the move, irrespective of the Coinbase listing and the age of the token, etc. I just wanted to bring it back to just the basics using the Fibonacci, and I'm excited by this one. This has truly behaved in a way that you want a token to behave. So in short, I've literally just fibbed it from the low to the high, from the move, and we have literally tailed off from our lovely move that we had. And I'm just gonna, for one last time, just show that that was a 364% move. Absolute thing of beauty. So this is over the 4 hourly chart. I'm just reviewing this because it just brings it back. It kind of condenses it. On the daily, things are hidden, but on the 4 hourly, you can kind of see how this thing's behaved. And yeah, so we had a beautiful 364% move, and then following that, we had a very slow tail off back to the 786, which most tokens, after they've had a good pump, that's the zone that they'll come back to if they're going to remain bullish. And that's exactly what we've seen here. So we made a high, we've tailed back to the 0.5, and we went again, and we spent the best part of the day. We made an all-time high, and then we had a double top, and then we sold off back to the 0.5. I was hoping that we'd consolidate around this zone and move off and get up to the 30s. I think that was probably about 3 videos ago, where I was saying it'd be really good to hold this zone and not wick back. We didn't have much support at the 618. I think once we'd lost the 0.5, it was clear this thing was going to move lower. Once we did lose the 618, we spent the best part of 4-8. Then we dipped. Then we had another 4-8 hours attempting to break above the 618. Rejected again. We had another move and we rejected again. So this thing really tried for a good solid day to break back above the 618. I was hoping it was a consolidation pattern with attempts to break higher, and then that could have seen us get back up to the 0.5 area around $13 and higher. It didn't happen, so we actually moved back to the 786. So this is a really standard pattern to see with altcoins when they make a move. And it did worry me because it was such a fast, aggressive, and abrupt move. I think at one point the volume that had come into this was off the chart. It was it could have been a pump and dump, like a typical rug pull, but it wasn't. It was genuinely just taking off and leveling up, and as such, we spent 4, 8, 12, 6, best part of the day sitting around the 786. We've back tested it. We haven't wicked lower, not once. We did not wick lower than the 786 zone, 825, which is absolutely brilliant. I will say I did put some extra bags in this one. I already had a pretty decent bag packed from around the I can't remember where I got in now, but it wasn't at the beginning of the move. I have to be honest. I did manage to buy in. I think it was about 760 where I initially got in, because I kind of, after we had this this move here, that was essentially where I was like, okay, this one's woken up, and I think I got in sort of mid-range. It was definitely lower than 8, but anyway, that's by the by. So I've been in, I've taken profits, and yeah, we've come back. So at the 786 area, I did pack an extra bag. So what to look for now is continuation, really. And if we don't break higher from here, we do seem to be having some struggles holding on to the 0.5. So more than likely there'll be a little consolidation period, but do watch out for tailing back to 1111. That is something that could be on the table. But it's just really nice to see that the moment we touched the 786, we had a launch, and that was a good launch. That was a 4, 8, 12, 16, good 20 hours, 20 hours of movement. So I'm a big fan of this token. I have looked into what they do, and it is a carbon credit issuing token. So as we have industry um, essentially offsetting their carbon, they're issued with a certificate. It comes via the MCO2, and Moss Carbon themselves have a separate token, which I believe is going to be used for staking eventually, and is actually being used as a stable coin. So you've got the two elements here. It's setting itself up for future use. And the really exciting info, guys, if you're still here, so I've gone on to nearly 6 minutes now, is that the total supply does appear to be sitting around 2.8 million tokens. And now I can't confirm if that's 100% of what's available, but currently, just from the sketchy information that's out there, we've got 2.846 million max total supply. Now, when you consider what Bitcoin's got, what Quant has, and when you compare that to also what Shiba Inu and some other more well-known tokens have in terms of max total supply, this could really blow. This could really become a store of value token in time. And just looking at the fact it's got 2.8 million tokens max supply, if that is verified or in time verified, I think we're in a really early position here. I think this one has got scope to really blow. So not financial advice, but just to say, I don't think I will ever not hold Moss Carbon credit, and that's essentially where I am. I think that we're going to be in a position where we're going to have highs and lows, and I hope that if people are shorting this token, they're essentially taking profits and buying back in at the lower end. That would be sensible trading if you're able to monitor and set stop loss targets, etc. But just to say, this is such a new utility, and I really am very bullish long term on this. I don't see a limit to where this could go. So, not financial advice, but I have to share the positive vibes and the energy I have for this one, especially considering that we have essentially behaved and stuck to market structure, and it's not a dud. It did worry me. I've got to be honest. It did worry me, although we've hopefully all made some good money off of this. It did worry me that we would probably tail back to around the $4 range, and this thing could just move sideways for God knows how long. But it hasn't, and it's looking good, and it's looking good short term, and it's looking good long term. So best of luck. And if you've enjoyed the video and you think this is something that your friends and family or etc. would enjoy, please ask them to check out the channel and like and subscribe to the videos, and hopefully you'll see a lot more coming from me. I do seem to be over the worst of the COVID, and yeah, you'll see some more. You'll see a lot more coming from me and the team. Yeah, see you on the other side. Take care. Best of luck.